You never realize how much a lack of ice can ruin a moment until you're hosting guests and suddenly you're staring at an empty freezer tray. Today, we're counting down the top 6 best at-home ice makers that can completely transform your daily routine, from family gatherings to summer afternoons and even your morning iced coffee ritual. Stay until the end because one of these machines delivers the perfect balance of speed, convenience, and value for most homes. Let's kick things off with our number 6 pack, the Sweetcrispy Countertop. Most people don't realize how much time, money, and frustration they spend on bagged ice until they finally bring an ice maker into their home. Suddenly, those emergency trips to the store disappear. And that's exactly where the Sweetcrispy Countertop quietly changes everyday life. Sometimes the smallest kitchen upgrades create the biggest difference. Imagine this. Guests arrive unexpectedly. The weather is scorching outside. Everyone wants a cold drink, but your freezer trays are empty yet again. Instead of scrambling for solutions, this compact machine simply gets to work. Within a short time, fresh ice starts appearing while you continue enjoying the moment instead of managing it. That's the beauty of this machine. It doesn't demand attention. It simply solves a problem before it becomes one. One of its biggest advantages is its compact footprint. Unlike bulky appliances that dominate your countertop, this unit fits naturally into smaller kitchens, apartments, offices, and even shared living spaces. The controls are refreshingly simple too. No complicated setup. No overwhelming buttons. Just a straightforward operation that anyone can understand within minutes. Another feature people quickly learn to appreciate is the self-cleaning function. Because let's be honest, convenience shouldn't create more chores later. And thankfully, it doesn't. The quiet operation is another reason this model stands out. Whether you're working from home, watching a movie, or enjoying a peaceful evening, it stays discreet in the background instead of becoming an annoying distraction. Now, no product is perfect. Compared to its water capacity is smaller, which means if you're hosting a huge party, you'll likely need to refill it more often. But for everyday use, it performs beautifully. For family dinners, afternoon smoothies, iced coffee, movie nights, and unexpected visitors, it consistently delivers what matters most. Reliable ice exactly when you need it. Because sometimes happiness isn't complicated. Sometimes it's simply hearing someone say, "Wow, we still have ice left." And that's a surprisingly satisfying feeling. Now let's move to the contender at number 5, we have EUHOMY Nugget. Now let's talk about something people become oddly obsessed with once they try it. If you've ever ordered a drink from your favorite cafe and found yourself chewing the ice afterward, you already understand the appeal. That's where the EUHOMY Nugget instantly grabs attention. The reality is, traditional freezers can take hours to prepare enough ice for gatherings. By the time guests arrive, you're already behind schedule. And that's frustrating. The EUHOMY Nugget eliminates that waiting game. Instead of producing ordinary ice cubes, it creates soft, chewable nugget ice that completely changes the drinking experience. It isn't just about keeping drinks cold. It's about how every sip feels. The texture is softer. The cooling effect feels faster. And suddenly, an ordinary glass of lemonade or iced tea feels much more premium. It's one of those small upgrades that people don't think they need until they experience it. Its countertop design is another huge advantage. Despite producing nugget ice, it doesn't demand excessive space. It fits comfortably into most kitchens while still offering impressive functionality. Movie nights instantly become better. Family dinners become easier. And unexpected guests no longer feel stressful. Of course, there are a couple of trade-offs. Nugget ice production generally requires more energy than traditional bullet ice makers. And compared to some quieter machines, this one can be slightly louder during operation. But honestly, most owners quickly forget those minor compromises once they start enjoying the actual ice. Because once you experience chewable nugget ice every day, going back to standard freezer trays suddenly feels outdated. And that's what makes this machine memorable. It quietly upgrades your entire beverage experience. Coming up next at number 4 is the GE Profile Opal. The drinks are still there, but somehow, the ice disappears first. That's exactly why the GE Profile Opal has built such a strong reputation. This machine isn't just making ice. It's creating an experience. The famous chewable nugget ice it produces has become a favorite for people who love restaurant-quality drinks at home. And once you try it, it's easy to understand why. Every beverage feels elevated. Every sip feels more refreshing. And suddenly, your kitchen starts feeling a little more luxurious. But this machine goes beyond texture. Convenience is where it truly shines. One of its standout features is smart Wi-Fi connectivity. Imagine checking your machine remotely, monitoring production, and having fresh pebble ice ready before you even walk into the kitchen. That's a level of convenience many people didn't know they wanted. Its sleek modern design also deserves attention. Unlike some appliances that look purely functional, this one actually complements contemporary kitchens. It's stylish without trying too hard. And that's part of its charm. The generous ice output is another huge advantage for busy households that regularly entertain guests. Whether it's game night, family dinners, or weekend gatherings, it can keep up with demand much more comfortably than basic models. Now, let's talk realistically. This premium experience does come with a premium price. And regular cleaning is necessary to maintain top performance. But if your priority isn't simply making ice as quickly as possible, and instead you value texture, convenience, and everyday enjoyment, the investment starts making a lot more sense. Because sometimes luxury isn't about expensive furniture or flashy gadgets. Sometimes luxury is simply reaching for a handful of perfect ice whenever you want, and that's exactly the experience the Opal delivers. Let's keep the momentum going. At number 3 we have the Antarctic Star Countertop. Your guests are arriving in 30 minutes. The snacks are ready. The drinks are prepared. Then you open the freezer. Almost no ice. Instant panic. That's where the Antarctic Star Countertop quietly becomes a lifesaver. This machine is built for people who want reliability without overcomplicating their kitchen. And honestly, that's exactly what makes it appealing. One of the biggest frustrations buyers face is dealing with machines that are either too noisy, too bulky, or unnecessarily complicated. The Antarctic Star keeps things simple. Fast ice production. Straightforward controls. Compact design. That's it. No learning curve. No stress. Just dependable performance. Its size also makes it extremely versatile. Apartments? Perfect. Absolutely. No problem. Busy family kitchens? It fits right in. You don't need a massive kitchen to enjoy the benefits either. And that's something many people appreciate. Compared to others, it feels approachable. Less intimidating. Less demanding. More practical. Now, if you're hosting huge parties every single weekend, the storage capacity may eventually feel limited. But for everyday life, it's more than capable. And before we move into the top 2, a quick reminder. If any of these ice makers sound perfect for your lifestyle, make sure to check the links in the description below. It helps you find the latest prices while supporting the channel at no extra cost. Now let's continue. The best part about the Antarctic Star isn't flashy technology. It's peace of mind. Because when people ask for another cold drink, you don't have to worry anymore. The machine already handled that problem for you. Breaking into the top 2, the Frigidaire 26 pounds takes the number 2 position. Imagine wanting an ice-cold drink and realizing it's only minutes away instead of hours. That simple difference changes everything. And that's exactly why the Frigidaire 26 pounds has become such a popular kitchen companion. Most people underestimate how often they rely on ice. Until they suddenly don't have any. Summer afternoons. Family gatherings. Weekend barbecues. Morning iced coffees. The demand adds up quickly. This machine was designed to eliminate those daily interruptions. Its compact design makes it easy to place almost anywhere without overwhelming your kitchen. The controls are simple and intuitive. And perhaps most importantly, fresh bullet ice arrives surprisingly fast. No complicated setup. No unnecessary waiting. Just practical convenience. That's why this machine feels so satisfying to own. It removes tiny frustrations that slowly build up over time. The low noise level is another advantage people quickly appreciate. Because kitchen appliances shouldn't compete with conversations or television volume. They should quietly do their job. And this one does exactly that. Its portable design also means flexibility. Move it where you need it. Store it when you don't. Simple. Now, one thing to remember is that the storage basket isn't refrigerated. So any unused ice should be transferred to your freezer. It's a small extra step, but one that's easy to manage. Especially considering everything else this machine offers. Because the real value here isn't simply producing ice. It's eliminating those annoying moments that interrupt your day. And that's a bigger upgrade than most people expect. And finally, taking the number one spot on our list, we have the EUHOMY Countertop. Taking the top spot is a machine that focuses on something many people truly want. Practicality. Because sometimes the best product isn't the one with the most features. It's the one you actually enjoy using every single day. That's exactly where the EUHOMY Countertop shines. Imagine waking up in the morning, preparing your coffee, and knowing fresh ice is already within reach. No planning ahead. No waiting on freeze trays. No last-minute stress before guests arrive. Just convenience. And honestly, that's what makes this machine special. It fits effortlessly into daily life. Whether you live in an apartment, work from a home office, own an RV, or simply want a more efficient kitchen setup, it adapts beautifully. One of its biggest strengths is speed. Fresh bullet ice appears quickly and consistently, helping you stay prepared without extra effort. Its compact size is another major advantage. It doesn't consume valuable countertop space, yet it still delivers dependable performance day after day. The controls are simple. The operation is straightforward. And the self-cleaning function removes another layer of maintenance headaches. Everything about this machine is designed around making life easier. Now, because of its compact water capacity, larger parties may require occasional refilling. But for most households, that's a very small compromise. Because what you gain is speed, portability, and practicality. The things people use every single day. And that's exactly why this machine earns the number one position. It doesn't try to impress you with complexity. It simply works. Consistently. Reliably. Effortlessly. And that's often what matters most. Winner overall winner is the EUHOMY Countertop because it delivers the strongest balance of speed, convenience, portability, quiet operation, and overall value for most households. It produces ice quickly, fits almost anywhere, stays easy to maintain, and doesn't overwhelm your kitchen with a bulky design. Whether it's family gatherings, home offices, everyday drinks, or simply making life a little easier, this machine checks all the right boxes without demanding a premium price. And sometimes, that's exactly what the perfect appliance should do. So that was our countdown of the top 6 best at-home ice makers. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments which one you'd bring home. The best kitchen upgrades aren't always the biggest ones. Sometimes they're the ones that quietly improve every single day. This rewritten version is designed for approximately 10 to 12 minutes of narration with stronger hooks, emotional pacing, varied transitions, and higher audience retention while preserving your original product facts and rankings.